Here's how to collect all intels on the Black Ops 6 Zombies map, Terminus. There are 16 audio logs with fixed spawn locations, 9 documents and 5 artifacts that are all part of a side quest and the main easter egg. Also, every piece of intel contains a hint that helps you to identify missing ones. But now, without further ado, let's begin with the intels involved in the main easter egg. First, you need to activate all devices to turn on power and then activate Pack-a-Punch. Immediately after this, the first audio log appears in the holding cells located in the furthest back room on a crate. Next, you need to build a Beam Smasher, which is our first artifact and is required to progress the main quest. If you don't know how to build that, you can find my quick guide in the description. After building it, locate the Tentacle Trap, which has a keycard underneath it. There are 2 traps in the biolab, one at the spawn and another one next to Juggernaut. Then you must activate the trap and shoot the middle monster head using the Wonder Weapon to get the hard drive. Now you have to progress the easter egg until you fight against Nathan, as the rest only spawns after you defeat him. After the fight, dive into the water to get the keycard artifact. Then, if you climb back to the main platform, you will find an audio log on a terminal in the center area. The next audio log is inside the shipwreck near the ladder that you have to use for the next easter egg step. And to get the last easter egg intel, which is a document, you have to go under the sea tower and look for a fish in the water. When you see it, throw any explosivity to blow it up and get the document. Just like the previous ones, this must be done after defeating Nathan. Now let's continue with the remaining 2 artifacts. You can find a picture of a limb growth specimen on a table in the biolab in a room next to the XM4 wallby. And the final artifact is part of the treasure hunt side easter egg, and here's how to complete it. Buy Melee Macchiato and then go inside the caves where Speed Cola is, and you will see this wall that you need to melee. It will reveal a room with a dead captain, a treasure chest and the map with a red X on it. This location is randomized in every game, but when you go next to the marked island, you will see a watch in the water. Collect it, then bring it back to the cave and give it to the captain by pressing the interaction button. You will then need either molotovs or thermo grenades to complete the next step. You will find the skeleton in the middle of the shipwreck, buried in the sand on Castle Island and lying on this rock on Temple Island. You have to throw burning lethal equipment on them, which will trigger an elite Magnar to spawn, so make sure you have strong enough weapons to take it down. After every killed Magnar you can collect a cursed coin, and after collecting a coin you have to go back to the cave and hand it over to the captain. And once you have all 3, you will receive 3 random legendary weapons and a final axe will appear on the map. Go to Crab Island and you have to survive 3 runs here. As you progress, more and more lightning will appear and the storm will gather above you. When you have survived long enough, a chest will spawn with the cursed talisman, and picking it up will earn you an achievement and the artifact. By the way, using the talisman grants you infinite double points, but you will lose points if zombies hit you. Now let's continue with the audio logs. Starting with the first sight hint, you will find the intel after leaving the spawn placed on a blue barrel. Moving on, the next hint is personal facts, and this one is located on a table by the bed in the living quarters. For the hint, control yourself, the intel is in the control center room with stamina up near a computer. Next is Clean Plate Club, which is on the table in the mess hall beside the shelf. The following hint is Truth Be Told, which can be located on a shelf near Quick Revive in the interrogation room. The hint Temple Keychain indicates Temple Island, specifically the steps of the temple ruins. For Cave In, the audio log is in the sea caves near the door leading to the biolab on a pipe. Next minor concerns is fight inside the mining tunnels on a barrel close to the Gabbulga machine. The next hint is reactive location, and this one implies the audio log is on the machinery railing inside the sea tower. For totally wreck, you have to head over to the pro of the shipwreck, and it's on a nearby barrel. Moving on to here, this one is found on a desk beside some computers in communications. The smell of the sea hint requires you to go to the seaside pad, and it's near the ammo crate. Lastly, the audio log for Nightmare Fuel is inside the biolab on a desk close to Melee Macchiato. Now let's move on to the documents. The hint for the first one is Ready Aim, and to get this one simply activate the Void Cannon trap and the intel will drop on the ground. Next we have 4 pieces of intel that are very similar to each other or requiring a shovel. You can find one inside the mining tunnels or near the entrance of the sea caves if you approach from the other side. Then locate dig spots on the 3 smaller islands around the map. You will get 2 pieces of intel on Crab Island and 1 on each castle and Temple Island. The next hint is But First Cafe, located just outside of spawn. Throw an explosive into the guard tower to make the document fall down. Moving on to 3 pointers, this one took a while to find, but here's how to get it. All you have to do is to go into the mess hall and throw a grenade inside the trash bin next to the door leading to the recreation yard. The final hint is C stacks, and this is inside the C tower and you will find a stack of papers on top of this white terminal. Before shooting it, make sure the power is activated or else you won't get the document. Anyway, this is pretty much it for this video. If you find it helpful and you now have all 30 intels on terminals, then please leave a like and subscribe for more upcoming intel guides in the future. Thank you all so much for watching and see you in the next one.